Hey team, I wanted to talk about what I took away from convention this year. Although I was only there a short period of time, unfortunately, I did definitely still walk away with an overwhelming sense of guidance, knowledge, and most of all, belief. I feel very strongly that belief is the biggest thing in this business. You have to believe not only spiritually that this is where you're meant to be, but you have to believe in what we're doing. I firmly think that belief is the main pushing force behind why we do what we do, why we help people, whether we're helping our customers to feel better, whether we're helping our ambassadors over a hurdle, or to help them be more successful. We have to believe in ourselves, believe in what we're doing, and believe that we can rise to the top and believe that what we're doing is the correct thing. I think Troy Dooley said something along the lines, or maybe it was Les Brown, that someone's reality of you cannot be your reality. So what they're thinking of you cannot be your reality. So we just always have to have that belief that what we're doing is the right thing, no second guessing. Believe that you are placed here for a reason, and believe that what you are doing is for a bigger reason than any of us actually know.
Hey team! I had the honor and privilege of going to convention over the past couple of days, and I got to meet some of y'all there. For those of y'all that I did not get to meet, my name is Tabitha, and I am a Silver Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I had a blast at convention. It literally opened my eyes and has changed me for the best. I am ready to rock this business, and I am so glad that I am on y'all's team. And I cannot wait to see where we go in this Plexus journey. One thing that I have problems with is how to talk to someone. I can either get really shy and nervous, or I can just start puking Plexus all over them. We learned some key points in how to talk to someone. Did you know that it is very important to make a big impression your first 3 to 4 words that you say with somebody? That can be your game changer with them. I wish I could tell y'all everything that I learned on how to speak to someone, but like I said, it would take forever. If you can master your startup, the rest will come easy to y'all. Tell people stories. They want to hear a story and not a fact. When they hear the story, their subconscious mind allows them to relax, and they actually become the person in that story. That can be your game changer too. If you can get someone to envision a story, then they're going to be hooked, and they are going to want to know more about our products and our business. When you're wrapping up a conversation, give the person 2 options. Tell them, so what is going to be easier for you? Option number 1, and this is where you're going to put in their lifestyle now, or option number 2, and this is where you'll put in what Plexus can do for them and how it can change their life for them. Another thing that I wanted to touch on was our breast check kit. Bibi Shadeg was an awesome speaker at one of our breakout sessions. She really touched me when she told us that 1 in 8 people, or females should I say, are diagnosed with breast cancer in the world daily. She made us promise her that we would promote this breast check kit that Plexus offers more. I'm honestly going to tell y'all, I don't think I've ever promoted it. And a lot of people don't know that this was one of our first products that started with Plexus. It's important, y'all, to get the word out about breast cancer. So I'm challenging y'all to go and make a post and start promoting Plexus breast check kit more. It could save someone's life. Find your purpose, y'all, and dream big. Set your goals and write them down if you've not already done that. Make you a goal board where you can see it daily. That way you know what you are striving for. Do an elevator speech. If you've not done an elevator speech, then you need to. Here are 5 key points that you need to have in your elevator speech. Where you was before Plexus, what you saw that triggered your interest in Plexus, what you did to get to Plexus or to try the products, where you are now, and where you are going with Plexus. Those are 5 key points that Jen Hawkins told us that makes for a great elevator speech. It doesn't have to be long. 15 to 20 seconds is perfectly fine. Did you know that every time you quit, it takes 6 months to rebuild? So if you're thinking of quitting and you want to start back next month, you've just pushed yourself back 6 months. Don't do it, y'all. We have too big of a support system. If you're feeling down and out, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to other people of the team. We are here to help you. That is one thing that I was honored to be able to say. Tarl and Alec really are looking out for our best interests, y'all. I am so glad that I found a Christian company that we can talk about God and not be ashamed of it. They really do have our best interests at heart, and I can't wait to see what is going to happen in the next year or so with this company. They have big things planned for us. It is going to be amazing. Y'all, we offer life-changing products and a business opportunity that is second to none. Reach out to someone. If they tell you no, remember that doesn't mean no. That means no right now. It can mean yes later on down the road. Do not give up on someone if you think that they need our products. I had the honor to listen to Haley DeJacque. She is a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. Her husband has been in the Navy for 18 years. She told us the Navy does not care about your anniversary. They do not care about your birthday. If you're sick, he had to miss the Emerald Extravaganza because he was deployed for 8 months. They do not care. She told us that she was able to buy him from the Navy. He can retire at 20 years, and he has 18 years in. She was able to buy him from the Navy, y'all. There was not a dry eye in sight. I can honestly say I have cried so much over the past 4 days that I can't remember the last time I cried this much. I was truly touched by everything that was going on. Don't give up, y'all. Dream big. Find your purpose that you are with Plexus. Know your why and dream big. Just because it may be slow right now, grow yourself. Growing yourself is going to help you in the long run. And remember this, it's not how long it takes you to get there, but it's the person you become along the way. I hope that I've helped y'all kind of see what convention did. I wish I had more time to tell y'all, but I don't. I can't wait to see all of y'all at Leaders Retreat, and I can't wait to be at convention again next year with y'all.
Hey gang, my name is Joanne Bryant, and I am a Silver Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. I attended my very first convention ever. Plexus Convention 2015 happened in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was an awesome experience. The company did an awesome job promoting One Plexus, promoting the concept One Plexus. It really wanted its ambassadors to understand that the company stood by One Plexus for one purpose, and we all had one goal. And that definitely resonated with me. Once I got to convention, I realized this One Plexus and the concept that the company really stood by. Convention was awesome. We got to hear wonderful testimonials of various people who pretty much got their life back because of Plexus, because of the benefits of their supplements. Their health improved, their wellness, they were able to maintain their health and wellness goals, and also they found financial freedom through the benefits of joining Plexus. And definitely this concept of one Plexus, one purpose, and one goal really came to life for me. For example, on the way to convention, we met people at the airport who were wearing Plexus swag as we were as well. And we connected, and in right on, head on, a fellow just jumped out and he began to share his testimony. And that's just the way Plexus ambassadors are. We share our testimonies because we just cannot believe how liberated we feel. And as I speak for myself, I met my own goal, and I'm just so excited to share my testimony with everyone that I meet. So he began to talk about his testimony and share his testimony on how he's feeling better and how his health improved, what his diagnosis was, and how Plexus has helped him. And initially, at that moment, I realized, wow, this one plexus concept is definitely coming to life. At convention, like I mentioned earlier, we heard more testimonials and definitely understood why this one concept, this one purpose, this one goal is what the company is standing by. We got to hear a lot about the integrity of the company and the character of the company and their passion behind making supplements that are resonating with people and liberating people. I'm so glad to be a part of this company. I am so grateful for convention and all that I have learned about the company. It definitely reassured me that I am in the right place and I am with the right company. We laughed, we cried so hard with each other, and also celebrated each other as we learned and shared each other's testimonies. It was such a wonderful experience. I had such an awesome time, and I am Plexus for life. I love Plexus, and I want to thank my uplines for introducing me to Plexus. I had my own struggles with diabetes and gaining weight, and I just thought it would be something that I would have to deal with for the rest of my life and be unhappy with it. But through Plexus, I've met my goal. I no longer suffer with diabetes symptoms, and I feel awesome, and I definitely want to share my testimony with everyone that I meet. So again, I say thank you, and I tell my team that they are also in the right place. And I thank my uplines again for introducing Plexus. Thank you, Plexus.
Hey guys, day 2 here from coming back from Phoenix, Arizona, and our wonderful convention. Still a little tired, a little jet lagged, but I am so thankful that I made the decision to invest in myself, in my business, and go ahead and attend the convention this year. I went thinking that I had all of the confidence and belief in this company and in our products that I could possibly ever want or need, but I was sorely wrong. I can't even find the words to describe to you how much my belief increased while I was there. The integrity of this company is just amazing. The leaders are so humbling and caring about us as personal ambassadors. The trouble that they went to find the perfect speakers for us. These speakers were there to help us grow personally, to do a little soul searching. Yes, there was a lot of soul searching done in some of our sessions. A little crying, lots of laughing, lots of fun. 2 of my favorite speakers that we had there were Troy Dooley and Les Brown. Both of these men have overcome obstacles in their life to be able to get to where they are today. And they didn't let anything stop them, guys. One of my favorite quotes from Les Brown was, "Don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality." Now, obviously, he was talking about negative opinions here. And that's huge, because I think a lot of us are guilty about worrying what other people think about us, and we can't. And if they have a negative opinion about us, a lot of times we let that affect us, and we shouldn't allow that. Another thing that I really loved about Troy Dooley was he talked to us a lot about stopping the negative self-talk or the negative thoughts that we have about ourselves. And that can be from all kinds of things. It may not even be related to our business or anything, but anything negative in our life, because when we have those kinds of thoughts, it just sets us back. I know I struggle, and I realize, I struggle with negative talk to myself or in my thoughts about how I look. Obviously I want to lose weight and feel better, but I'm perfectly fine the way I am now. I'm loved the way I am now. And I need to realize that and not allow that negative image of myself to cloud my views in any way and hold me back. The bonding that takes place during convention with your other ambassadors on your team is just priceless. Yes, we see each other here, and yes, we're on Facebook all the time, and we're talking to each other, maybe texting each other, but to actually spend that quality time with our other ambassadors on our team and meeting other people in the company is just priceless. There's a certain amount of bonding that takes place that just cannot happen anywhere else other than being that close together for 4 days. So I truly enjoyed that aspect of the convention. The executive leaders were amazing, and one of my favorite quotes from our CEO, Tara Robinson, was, the least favorite part of my job is when people just don't get Plexus. It is sad because we have something the world needs. And that is so true. That just resonated with me. We have something that people need, and it's our job to get out there and tell them about it. That's what we do as ambassadors for this company, and we need not be afraid, and we need not worry about being turned down, because we have something that they need. Yes, they may tell us no, but that's okay, because we can move on to the next person and find those people. And we need to pray and ask God to bring those people into our lives that need these products and that need financial freedom. I loved Dodie's video. One of the things that I had not even thought about was her comment about these executives did not once mention numbers to us, financial numbers, quotas, nothing like that. So, and I hadn't thought about that until I saw her video. And to me, that really speaks volumes, because I've been to other conventions and other direct sales, and that is part of the convention. They go over quotas and they go over numbers and where they're at as a company. And I just think that's, like I said, it speaks volumes, because that shows that that's not what they're all about. Yes, the company has to be successful to survive. They have to be profitable. But their number one priority is us and helping us become healthy and helping others become healthy with their products. So if you missed out on convention this year, I hope that you would really consider going next year. I promise you, you will not be sorry. You will be blown away by how much you walk away from with all the information that they give you, and just feeling like you're in the right place at the right time. So I hope you guys will join us next year.
In our breakout session, we talked about the 4 colors of personalities in multi-level marketing. We learned what appealed to each color. The 4 colors are blue, red, yellow, and green. If you're talking to a person with a blue personality, you're talking to a fun person. So you could tell them things that, like, we have a blast together. We also have the opportunity to travel, win shopping sprees, drive a Lexus, go to Maui, things of that nature. If you're a red personality, red is all about the money. So you want to say things like how the compensation plan is so generous, how it's structured to make great money, how we can drive a Lexus. If you're a yellow personality, yellow is all about helping others. So you would say things that would appeal to them, like, with our life-changing products and second-to-none comp plan, you can help people get healthy and gain financial freedom. Help friends and family lose that extra weight. See that mom can supplement her family's income while staying at home with her kids. If you're a green personality, green is all about the information. You'll want to tell them things like, Plexus has grown over 16,000% over the past 3 years. It's named by the Inc. 5000 as number 8 in the fastest growing private companies last year. That kind of growth doesn't happen with products that don't work. Our products have ingredients with scientific evidence in medical papers and documents. Not everyone will fit into a specific category. Some people may have more than one color. This is just a guide to use so that you know what to say to the people that you're talking to know what their true colors are. That way you know what color your ambassador is that you're talking to. Strangers will fall into these categories because you don't know their personality. So this is just a guide, and it is a wonderful tool that we learned about.
Hi everyone, I would like to give a brief overview of the 8 pillars that were presented by Troy Dooley. Number 1 was clarity. Make sure you know your why. This way you can present a clear and focused message to your potentials. Number 2 was compassion. If your team is not growing, are you being compassionate? Do you believe what you have? The more belief you have, the more successful you will be. Number 3 was character. People will find out really fast who you are. So do what is right and not what's easy. If you do have a flaw or a strength, they will see it sooner than later. Number 4 was competency. If you want to build and lead a team, you need to be competent with what you have. So do your research on the products and ingredients and read books on how to build a business. Also find a coach to mentor you along the way. Number 5 is commitment. It's not always going to be easy, but if you do stick it out, you will make it to the top. Because every time you quit on yourself, you lose trust with your potentials. Number 6, connection. Make sure you're connecting at the heart level. Build up a team that's going to love you to the top. And be intentional, not only with your team, but with your customers as well. Number 7 was contribution. Are you contributing not only to the team, but to your customers? Number 8, consistency. Make sure you are consistent with what you say and how you act. Know that you are being watched on a daily basis, whether it be through Facebook, through work, church, your kids' activities. Know someone's always watching what you're doing. So be consistent, be true to who you are, and you will be successful. I hope you enjoyed one of my several takeaways from convention, and have a good night.
Hey team, it's Dodie here. We just got back from convention, just got home, getting back in the swing of things. Still a little bit tired from the jet lag, but I'm getting there. But you know what? I'm super pumped to really just get out there and share about Plexus and help you all share about Plexus and help you all be successful now. Super, super pumped. I have to say that there are 2 words that describe this Plexus convention last week, and that is life-changing. This experience has been amazing. I have to admit, this was my first Plexus convention, and before going, I wasn't expecting to get too much out of it. Yes, I was excited, and I knew it was going to be a lot of fun, but I wasn't expecting to hear anything that I haven't heard before. I'm here to tell you that I was proven wrong. This experience, again, was life-changing. It was humbling. It took me out of my comfort zone. It took me to a whole new level, and I received tons and tons of personal growth. I really did. Arizona was absolutely beautiful. I've never been there before. It was different than it is here. It was laid back. It was quiet. The area that Plexus provided for us was amazing. The hotels, the convention center was just beautiful. Everywhere you walked and everywhere you went, you saw Plexus everywhere. One guy that we ran into from Arizona said that he had never seen another company advertise like Plexus did. He said the only time he has seen that was when the Super Bowl was advertised around there, but he has never seen it advertised in such a way. Everybody in that area was seeing Plexus, was learning about Plexus, and I'm sure will be changed by Plexus as well. The food was delicious. It was different than it is here in the South, but it was really good, and we ate lots of it. There was lots of laughter and a lot of tears. There was one training session that we went to, and I have to tell you, I felt like I was in church. Those speakers and those Diamond ambassadors touched and got right to my core. and it really felt like they were speaking directly to me. That was what I needed. I needed to hear that, and I needed it. And I'm so excited that I went. There were so many great speakers, motivational, inspirational. They spoke verses out of the Bible. They were just so motivational. And a few of those speakers that were there that I really took a lot away from was Troy Dooley, Big Al Schreider, and Les Brown. Guys, they were absolutely amazing. I have heard some of them speak before, but I still got so much from them. If you've never heard them speak, please go and look them up on YouTube and listen to them. They all have books. Go and buy their books and read them. That's one thing I'm going to do now that I'm back, is I'm going to get their books and I'm going to read them, and I'm excited to learn a lot more from them. This convention confirmed my belief and my faith in Plexus as a company and their products. Plexus, the ones at the top, the CEO, they never spoke about sales, quotas. They never spoke about what we did or didn't do last year that affected them as a company. Not one time. But they did invest in us. They invested in us as people, as ambassadors, and as leaders. They want us to grow and to take that to our teams, to take that to the people and share about Plexus and how they are life-changing and how Plexus is changing the world. And this convention also confirmed that we are a part of the very best team in Plexus. A couple of examples are Tamara Holloway was recognized on stage in front of everyone for being the top leader in Plexus. Y'all, she earned the most convention points. She is the very best leader, and she's our diamond leader. We're on her team. If you're not following Tamara on Facebook, please go follow her today, because she's very humble. She's genuine. She's raw. She's down to earth, and she's just like you and me. And she tells everyone that if she can do this business, that you can too. Another example is Celeste Gwynn. She was recognized on stage for being Plexus's very first double diamond. That happened last month. And you know what else? She is our leader. She's our upline, and we're on her team. Our team has the very first double diamond. That's something to be very excited and proud about. Go and follow her on Facebook as well if you're not already. She's a pretty amazing leader as well. And there was a couple quotes I want to share with you that really touched me while I was there at the convention. The first one is, pray like everything depends on God, and then work like everything depends on you. Guys, this is so true. The very best thing and the most important thing that we can do is pray. Pray for our teams. Pray for the ones that haven't joined us yet. Pray for ourselves that we can show the world what Plexus is about. Just pray. Pray that God can guide us. And then after we pray, get out there and work. So many people think that they can start something like Plexus and then that success is going to fall in their laps. But that is not true. We have to pray, and then we have to work. And the next quote I love is, all you can do is all you can do, but all you can do is enough. And that's from Art Williams. I love that quote because 2 or 3 of the speakers there actually referenced Art Williams. I read his book just a few months ago. Absolutely loved it. I have to say it's my favorite network marketing and personal growth book. It's an old book, but it's a goodie. I have that book, and if you want to read it, let me know, and I'll get that to you. It's an amazing book. He talks about being a crusader for what you're passionate about, and I'm passionate about Plexus, and I'm going to be a crusader for Plexus for as long as I can. And the very last thing I want to leave with you guys is the one thing that was probably the highlight of my trip, and it happened at the end. And I'm going to try not to cry. When I was sitting at the airport, a girl came to me, and she said, "Are you Dodie?" And I said, "Yes, I'm Dodie." And she said, "I thought so." She said, "I wanted to come introduce myself to you because you have touched me, and you have inspired so many people on my team for sharing your story." She said that by you sharing your story of how you have overcome anxiety and how you're now providing for your family financially as a stay-at-home mom has really hit home for so many of the people on my team. And I just want to let you know how thankful I am, and I want to take my picture with you. I was so humbled by that experience. I just melted. To know that someone not in my own community but across the country is being affected and being changed because I took a chance with Plexus, and because Plexus is helping me, it's giving others the opportunity to try Plexus. And they are now, they're no longer struggling from anxiety or other issues, and they're getting help. But to know that I'm making that impact is the most rewarding part of this whole journey. It means more to me than any amount of money. It means more to me than any free trip or any free Lexus. To know that I'm changing the lives of other people through Plexus and through God is the most rewarding part of this all. So I want to encourage you all, get out there and share. Share about Plexus. People need Plexus. Share about it. From the beginning, I've shared my journey about anxiety. I know it's hard to share personal things like that, but that's what it's about. People are able to relate to you and to relate to Plexus and are willing to try when they can relate to your story. Share about it on Facebook. Make your post as personal as possible. Share about it when you have the opportunities outside of Facebook. When you hear someone struggling with their health or struggling because they don't want to go to their job, share Plexus with them. Don't be afraid to reach out to people and share Plexus because they need Plexus. Just like you and everyone on our team, we're all being positively affected through Plexus, and that's what we need to know. We need to let people know that they too no longer have to struggle from difficulties that they're going through, that Plexus could help. So guys, I just want to let you know that convention was amazing, and I hope you all are there with us next year. Like I said, just like myself, from the outside looking in, you may not expect much, but you will be changed. You will be changed in ways you never dreamed possible. So guys, thanks so much for watching the video, and I hope you have a great day. And I just want to let you know, guys, that I'm here to help you be successful. So feel free to reach out to me at any time that you need me for anything. Thanks, guys.
Team, I want to take some time and talk to you about what I took away from convention. We just got back and we're getting back in the swing of things, and I'm just sitting back and thinking about how much I really grew as a person from this convention. We go to these conventions or these business functions, events, and we think that we're going to walk away with a better sense of the company or a better sense of the business aspect of how to run this company, possibly the products. You go thinking that you're going to learn about how to run your business. But in this sense, or in this situation, I actually really learned more about myself than I did anything else. And I learned really a lot about the integrity of our company and our executives. This company is out to better their ambassadors. They're out there to better you as an individual or as a human, not necessarily as an employee, and to make their company better. They want you to be the best you can be. I went thinking that I was going to have all these meetings and hearing about, how to present our information, and really what was going to benefit the company, but that was not the case at all. Our guest speakers were motivational speakers. They were inspirational speakers. We had a lady talk to us about credit, talk about our credit score and how credit cards can affect us. That had nothing to do with the company. They paid these speakers to come out and talk to us. That's not going to benefit the company for us to have better credit scores. What's that have to do with? So for me, it was learning a lot about myself, how I present myself, how I think about myself. There was a story that a Diamond ambassador told, because Leaders Retreat was not known by any ambassador prior to convention. But when the Diamonds had like a little panel that they got together with the executives to talk about convention, and to get things prepared for convention, and it was brought up, okay, I want you to tell me where convention is. I'm not going to tell you the Diamond, I'm not going to tell you the executive, but it was in this big group, and everybody was there, and she was like, okay, if I say it, you say yes or no. So she named off, New York. She named off, I don't know, a beach on the East Coast. She named off Washington, D.C. Every single one he said no to. Well, at the end of the day, he called her in just her in his office, and said, hey, I really need to tell you something. He said, I lied to you. And he let her know that it was actually in Washington, D.C., but that in his heart, he could not walk away and go to bed knowing that he had lied to an ambassador. That just to me shows the integrity of this company, the integrity of our executives. They don't want to lie to us. They are Christian based. They are hardcore on prayer. Sorry, I'm getting attacked by a wasp. But they are just truly out to make us a better person. And they themselves are amazing human beings. Multiple Bible verses were brought up. They took time out of their convention to recognize D-Day, to recognize the military that were in our audience. You know, just knowing that this is not about the business for them. This convention was not about the company's growth. It was literally about the people in this company and just getting us to recognize our full potential and that we are worth this. We are worth that diamond ambassador. We are worth that double diamond ambassador rank. We can do this, and we are just like any other person in this company. They did have a couple times that diamonds got up and talked, and just hearing their stories and hearing their struggles and their doubts that they have within themselves, and being able to connect with them and knowing that they are just like us. They have the human faults that we have as well, and that they doubted themselves as well. So to know that you can see yourself in somebody that's already at that rank and know that you are going to get there. You will do it, and you are capable of it, and you are worth it. We had a guest speaker talk about the way we see ourselves. We had some break-off sessions, and I was in the middle session, and Troy Dooley talked to us, and it was amazing to me because his slideshow was for some reason not working, so he ended up having to go off his notes. So he had his little pocket notes, and he's reading off of them, and it's a little notebook. And at one point, towards the end of his time, he said, okay, look, I had 18 pages of notes that I needed to go over, or it may have been 18 slides, and he was on number 4. He got so wrapped up in what God was allowing him to talk about that he totally forgot what he was supposed to be saying. He did not talk about over half of the stuff that he had planned, but he allowed God to take control. And hearing from everybody that was there, we all needed that. It was definitely a God thing. It was all about the way we see ourselves. You know, he was talking about our guts. Like, you know, women walk around saying, oh my God, look at this gut and this baby weight and things like that. And not to see that as a negative thing, to see that as a life change for you. You had babies. Yes, your body did change, but look at that miracle that you have now. So to hear that from a guest speaker of that's here to talk to us, that I'm taking as he's here to train us about our company, but yet he allowed God to take over and to just really feed in what we all needed to hear at that time, which was the way we see ourselves and the way we think about ourselves, and to not be consumed in that. So I took away a lot with that. I took away about the way the way I think about myself, to stop doubting myself and to stop thinking that everyone else is better than I am, or, you know, well, she made it to the top because she looks this way and I don't look that way, or, you know, I can't do all these videos on Facebook like she does, and, you know, the trainings are hard for me, things like that. So that was a huge takeaway for me. We had another one that spoke, and she talked about thinking of ourselves as a CEO. That's something that I don't do. I don't see myself as a businesswoman. I don't see myself as someone who, I guess you could say, financially benefits my family, or, you know, anything like that. I just see this as a great opportunity, and I don't allow myself to realize that I am capable of making great money. I am capable of being financially free. So for her to talk to us about the way we think of ourselves each morning, the way we step out of the house, and not really, like for me, I take my boys to school and then I come back and lounge in my pajamas while I'm doing my work, or in my yoga clothes, or whatever's that I'm wearing that day. I don't necessarily make myself get all prettied up for myself. I'm sitting at home in front of the computer. Who else do I need to look pretty for? But it really does affect the way we think about ourselves and the way we go about our day. So if I can spend that extra 30 minutes in the morning preparing myself mentally, feeling my best, looking my best, and knowing that I am worth this. This person in the mirror is worth this. I can do this. That yoga girl or that pajama girl, she kind of just seems a little lazy and just kind of doing whatever it takes to get the job done. But to present myself in a better way and to look in the mirror and be more confident, it's going to show in my work. when I present the business opportunity or I present the information about the company and the products, if I do it in a more confident way, people are going to be more willing to listen, and they're going to be more willing to want to be that. But if I'm lazy with it or present myself in a lazy way, then I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted, but then they're going to feel that way as well. They're going to say, yes, you may. Yes, you may. They're going to see that and they're going to think, oh, it's not that much. You know, she's not really into it. Look at her. She's just doing it to fill up time, you know, whatever. So presenting myself in a more professional manner and believing in myself in a professional way, thinking that I am worth this business opportunity. She said that she gets up in the morning, she gets herself ready. She goes out and gets her cup of coffee away from the house. She comes back, and as soon as she opens that door, she's her CEO. She takes that time that she's allotted in her day for her company and presents it. She uses it. I'm sorry, I'm wasp everywhere. But she uses that time in a professional manner, and she works hard during that time. So that was the biggest thing for me. It was all about the way I thought about myself, the way I work my business as a CEO versus just a regular person just posting on Facebook. But this is an actual business for me and a financial freedom avenue for my family. So that was huge for me. And then the biggest thing for me was seeing how much our company cares about us as individuals and how much they allow God to come into this company. So I hope that helps, and I can't wait to see you all at the next convention.